Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Lynn Educational Television. This is Northeastern Conference Volleyball. This afternoon, it is the Lynn English Spikers versus the Saugus Sachems. Just underway here. Hard spike. Nice dig. And this is our first volley of the afternoon. Nice set. And the spike a little long. Point to Saugus. This is senior night, and they just had a brief ceremony for the seniors on Lynn English. We'll have to check back with you. I'm not sure which ones are seniors, but we'll check and let you know. So Saugus off to a quick start, 2-0. We'll fill you in on the rosters momentarily. That was a hard spike. Nice spike. That number 22. That's Ocasio-Lugo. Serving. Ooh, could have been a carry there. Nice play. Batista. The set. Forrestal. And a set again. Good set. And that time she took a little off it and found the open spot. And English back to a 2-2 tie here. This is the opening game. It's a best of 5. And right on the net, good block there by number 38 for Saugus. Point to Saugus. That is Madison Niles. Saugus serving. Forrestal calls for it. Mandy Healy. Little tough to reach. That had a lot of spin on it, and that was Yen Lin Chit that was not able to reach it. Point Saugus. Once just makes it over. And Niles again able to reach over and tap that in, and Saugus off to a quick 5-2 lead. Couple of big girls up front for Saugus. Number 38 is Niles. Number 40 as the serve is over. Good get there, and Forrestal back. The set to Niles. Nice block, and Forrestal a block and a point as she went up high. Reject that, and Angel Batista serving 3-5. Right on the line, point. Batista looking to tie this one up. Right on the other line that time. A little miscommunication, and we're all tied at 5. Saugus had run out to a 5-2 lead. Batista brings them back. 5-2. 5-all. Good serve. Nice return. Niles gets it over. Whew. Hard slam by Ocasio-Lugo. From the back line, Healy is set to Forrestal. Nice teamwork. Healy to Forrestal for this slam. And Batista with 4 straight points here. English takes the lead, 6-5. The set. And a dink by number 8. That's Jenny Costa. This is Madison Niles serving. Hard serve, nice return. Forrestal a little too far away from the net. Point Saugus. First game of the afternoon. Saugus by 1. Nice get. And that's over. Forrestal taps it in the far corner. Not hard, but in a good spot. Great play there by number 9, who's subbing out for English. That is Riflin Altidore. Beautiful play. She was able to reach that. Ooh, just out for Healy. Serving has been a bugaboo for the spikers here in earlier matches that were close. Healy, nice block. Great return by Ocasio-Lugo, goes to the court. Batista, Healy, nice hard spike. That was number 11. That was Kamani Pamachan with the spike. Hard serve by Forrestal, returned. The set, great get by Forrestal. Oof. Pamachan a little too close to the net. And it'll be Saugus serving, leading 9-8. This is number 40, Nicole Stewart. Tallest player for Saugus. Great play but great dig by Angel Batista. Forrestal misplays it. Saugus opens up a 2-point lead. It's been close all the way. Out. Well wide. And this is Pamachan. Yenlin Chit in. Batista out. And number 4 for English, that is Sophia Teixeira in. Hard serve, nice serve. Return. Healy. Chit. This is Teixeira to Healy with a back set. Set, and Niles. Hard spike, but returned. Ocasio-Lugo with a lot of, she's not tall, but she gets up there and really puts a lot of mustard on that spike. Beautiful play. We're all even. Pamachan, nice serve. Just skimmed the top of the net. Lynn English with 3 straight points to take an 11-10 lead. Pamachan serves deeper this time. Let's see if they can reach. Nope. Pamachan with another point, as that time she served deep in the right corner. Looking to extend the lead. Nice crowd here on senior night. Serve is good. Oh. Ocasio-Lugo maybe a little greedy there, but right idea. It was almost a set to her, and she went up for the spike and hit it into the net. 11-12. Ooh, nice return. Just made it over. Good return, but a miss hit that time by Krista Silipini. This is Sophia Teixeira with the serve. English leading 13-11. The lefty gets it over and can't handle it. Not hard, but in a good spot. The southpaw probably puts a little reverse spin on it that's hard to handle by virtue of being left-handed. That time she got a lot on it. A back set. Batista to Healy. Sets it back to Teixeira and tries to spike, but from too far away. And she'll come out and Altidore back in. Saugus serving. This is Samantha Valley. Batista calls for it. Healy. And Chit was moving and couldn't really get her balance on that play as she was moving side to side. Saugus looking to tie this one up. It's been a tight battle here. Oof. As Altidore almost caught Mandy Healy right in the grill. Both of them all out. We're all even at 14. Back and forth. Serve is good. Good play by English. Ooh. Niles with the Ocasio-Lugo's got one speed, and that's full speed ahead. That time needed to take a little off it. It was long. Saugus with 3 straight points, and they take a 15-14 lead. Valley continuing to serve. Forrestal. Healy back to Ocasio-Lugo. Took something off, but her serve was wide. So it's been a game of spurts here. Saugus with 4 straight. Batista calls for it. Healy, Chet. The set. Nice play. Altidore, but couldn't get it up and over. Good hustle. And we might need a timeout here as Saugus has run 5 straight points off, and they lead by 3. This is a big point in this game. Chet went for it. And head coach, just as I called it, head coach Mike Headhead calls it time as English needs a little bit of recharging and refocus here as Saugus with 5 straight points has run out to a 4-point lead, and this is a critical time in this first game. So far it's been back and forth. Good play overall on both sides. Let me run down the roster for Lynn English. Number 9 is Riflin Altidore. Number 8, Abby Ayala. Number 50 is Angel Batista. 6, Yenlin Chit. Number 3 is Marilee Folestall. Number 1, Mandy Healy. Number 2, Alexis Irawundi, I believe. Number 3, Tyler Kebrew. 22 is Ocasio-Lugo. 11 is Kamani Pamachan, and we'll finish that off at the next break. Saugus serving. Chet. Healy runs and gets it. Batista pushes it to the back. Niles, nice get by Altidore. Folestall misfiring from the back line, and Valley, this is her 7th straight serve. English needs to break it. Folestall, good get. Ocasio. Nice spike and a nice block by Saugus. Once again, the velocity is there, but location is not. And that's hurt them over these last few points. Those spikes off the court. Valley, Batista, Healy tried the surprise play. Instead of setting it, she once again tried to dink it over, and English needs to calm it down here. Too many players trying to do too much. Just need to get back to the basics. Healy's good get by Batista. Healy, Angel. Niles. The set. Hard spike. That's what they needed. Nice set and nice spike by Ocasio-Lugo to break that string of 8 straight points. And we need a couple of good serves here as English trails 15-21. Big miss hit there. Saugus leading by 7. Game 225. They need 3 more to win this first game. Service over. Altidore. Healy. Follestall. Healy with the set. Follestall took something off it. And just missed as Healy just hit the top of the net and it bounced back. Saugus 2 points from a opening game victory. Follestall. Healy back to Follestall with the left hand, and will take it as it was close to the net. Follestall had to use her left hand, but got it over. And Parmachan in, Chit out, Batista serving. Serve. Oh, nice reach. Once again, Altidore is able to get to it, but hard to return that one. Good hustle by Altidore, as she's done several times in this game. And this is Niles serving for the first game. Hard serve. Casio-Lugo, Parmachan. And English stays alive. Healy, as they trail by 17 to 24. Teixeira in, Altidore out. Healy serving. Serve is good. Right up on the net. Nice block. Pretty play by Follestall. She timed her jump perfectly and just tapped it back over. Healy looking to keep it alive here. Good serve. Batista, Healy, Parmachan. Wide, and that's it. So the first game here goes to Saugus by a score of 25 to 18, and it was tight until late in the match. So Saugus takes the first one 25-18, and the players switch sides and get ready for the second game here. And they don't look too concerned or upset over that first game. Their coach, Mike Haddad, keeps them loose, and they look like they're having fun playing the game, which is very important. They don't get stressed out when they lose, and hopefully they can correct a couple of the biggest problem in the first game was hard spikes off the court. They had between Ocasio-Lugo and Follestall, they have a couple of hard spikers, but they just have to get those spikes on the court. Other than that, their serves were pretty consistent. A tough miss at the end there by Ocasio-Lugo, but overall pretty consistent. And if they can tighten it up a little bit and maybe make sure that they keep that team concept and don't get away from it late in the game, where maybe each player trying to do a little too much. These two teams very even as Saugus comes back out on the court. Head coach for Lynn English is Mike Haddad. I don't have the coaches for Saugus, but I was running down the lineup here, and I got to the Romeros, Juliana and Julissa, 5 and 7, and Maciel Tolentino, 21, Olivia Bowers, 39, and number 4, Sophia Teixeira. That rounds out the lineup for the Bulldogs. As the girls take the court. Number 39 for English is Olivia Bowers. She's got height. Tallest girl on the court. No, Folestall, a little bit taller, I believe. Bowers did not play in the first game. Let's see, number 2 that's Alexis Irawandi. She's starting here too. She did not see any action in the first game. For Saugus, number 17, that's Samantha Valley, who served, I believe it was 8 straight points there to kind of almost seal the victory for Saugus. And we're underway. Bowers. That point will go to English as it was touched by Saugus. Bowers got some nice spin on that. I don't think she left the court, but she got some good spin on it. Ooh, a hard serve by Irawandi. Couldn't handle it, and English jumps out to a 2-0 lead. No, that's Ocasio-Lugo serving. Another hard serve. If she can put them on the court, that time that ball bounced off number 5's forearm and right back in her face. That hurt. That's actually a double hit and a double whammy. Another hard serve. As Ocasio-Lugo, see if they can return this. No. And 3 straight points by English. 4 straight. As let's see if Ocasio-Lugo can keep this up. Give the spikers a big boost. Hard spike. Good get that time. And a good return. Healy. Nice. Ocasio-Lugo, Healy, back to Folestall. Tapped it over the front line. Not a hard spike, just tapped over the front line and in front of the back line. And English rolls on, 5-0. And finally misfires, but a good run by English and by Ocasio-Lugo. We have a sub as the big girl, Nicole Stewart, in. Number 5, that's Serena Cacciola, who just got whacked in the face. Good return by Arawandi. Goes down to her knees. Point, English. That was Alexis Irawandi digging deep for that one. Bowers is out. Pamachan in. The set to Folestall. Needed a little more height on that one. Spiked it into the net. This is Niles, Madison Niles serving. 2-6. Good one, nice return by Ocasio-Lugo, great get. Once again, they're gonna call a carry. That time, good reflexes by Folestall, but she turned her wrist. Folestall. And Healy couldn't quite get that one 4 serving 6. Into the net, point English. This will be Healy. Up front, Arawandi, Parmachan, and Folestall. Would have been long, but nobody called it for Saugus. That ball was out. That's where you rely on your teammates to make those calls. Good serve. And that time, number 8 for Saugus. That was Jenny Costa just ducked, and she needed to go for that. Or she needed to be called off. Arawandi, hard spike. That time Folestall got full extension, under control. Nice set by Irawandi, excuse me. Late call as Saugus needs a timeout. As this time it's Saugus, it's getting a little discombobulated and a couple of miscues in communication, and we get a timeout here with Lynn English on top 11-4, looking to tie this one up at 1 game apiece. Saugus took the first one, and so far English playing a very nice game here. As Coach Haddad doesn't have too much to say to the team. They're playing well, and that timeout was probably just to calm the Saugus down and maybe break the momentum a little. Let's see. Nope. Healy with a nice serve. Good return by Healy. Folestall. Saugus misfires again. That time it was number 3. That's Gianna Marconi. Mandy. Is there one of the Saugus players checking with the ref? I'm not sure what that's about. But we're back in play, and Mandy Healy continuing to serve. Oh, right on the line. Good point. That time right on the corner. Perfect serve. Let's see if Mandy Healy can keep this up as Ocasio-Lugo to Irawandi. Folestall. Return. The set. And that one made it over. That was Krista Silipini. Just able to make it over and break that run for English. And that serve is out. So Saugus shooting themselves in the foot here. It's 14-5. And comes another hard server. Oof. But misfires. Saugus serving, trailing 6-14. Stewart. Good serve. Batista. Irawandi. And that time, Parmachan mistimed it. She was coming down a little bit as she spiked it. And Saugus looking to get back in this game. They're doubled up right now. They trail 7-14. Parmachan, good spike, hard spike. She'll be serving. Bowers in. Batista out. This is Kamani Parmachan serving. Good serve. calls for it. Irwandi. Bowers calls for it. Good playing by English. It's players calling for it. Good get. Nice by Irwandi. Bowers. Great play. Under control all the way around. Nothing fancy. And Bowers with the spike. And English takes an important point there. And they lead by 9, 16-7. Batista in, Palmachon out. Silipini. Oof, nice play by Irwandi. As her back was to the net, she was able to just tap it over. Heads up play. I thought that point was going to go to Saugus, and she'll be serving. Good get that time by Saugus. Way long by Bowers. That play by Saugus was by number 1 Paige Prezioso. And let's see who this is. This is Valley serving. Play by Batista. Healy. Bowers. Hard overhead. Overhead return by Bowers. Not sure how she pulled that one off. This is Ocasio-Lugo started this game with 4 or 5 hard serves, but that one no. And English starting to mishit their serves at a critical time here, as they still have Saugus on the ropes, but they're letting them get back in this one. This is Gianna McConey serving. Play by Irwandi. And a miss hit. Go by Jenny Costa and Batista. They need a couple of good serves here to propel them on. They've been a little shaky the last few times. Good serve. Nice hustle by Saugus. Batista. Healy. Follerstall. Nice set. Follerstall. Nope, mistimes the hit. Palmachon back in, Bowers out. 11-19. This is Niles. Good serve, hard serve. Irwandi not able to get to it. Tough serve right on the line. Saugus scratching the way back into this one. Ocasio-Lugo. Healy. Follerstall. That time she got the extension. Her arm all the way back and didn't get a lot of height on the jump, but followed through beautifully. And this is Healy serving. Hard serve for the point. Let's see if Mandy Healy can serve it out. It's English 21-12. Would have been long, but no one called it. Once again, 22-12. Saugus just not communicating on that back line. Nice block by Follerstall. Big play as Follerstall went up high, blocked that for the point. English 2 points from the victory here. Good return by Niles. That probably would have been out too. And that one is. As Ocasio-Lugo lets it bounce. And English has doubled up Saugus and looking to end this one right here. Mandy Healy. The serve. Good return. Beautiful play by Ocasio-Lugo. Once again. And in the net by Saugus as English with 4 straight points to close it out, and they dominate the second game by a score of 25-12 and tie this one up, and they go into the third game of this match with a lot of momentum as everything came together for English that time. And we'll take a short break here as the teams are even 1 game apiece. So just getting ready for the third game here. Saugus took the first game. English came back and dominated the second. And let's see if the spikers from Lynn English can keep it going, as it'll be, looks like Sophia Teixeira will be serving to start this one out. Serve is good. Ooh. Batista gets to it. Healy and Bowers. Too far from the net for that kind of, for her, that kind of spike. She doesn't get the height. She's got to be closer. So Saugus on the board, 1-0. But serves into the net, and we're all even. Ocasio-Lugo. Wow, a bullet serve, and she needed all the velocity because it hit the top of the net and bounced over. No net like in tennis. Here, if it's over, it's over. Boy, there's some heat there. That's a 100-mile-an-hour fastball she's throwing, serving. She's got 1 speed, and that is all out. That time served it on off the side. Bowers over. Bowers too long. Three to 3. We're all even here. And miss serves for Saugus, costing them. Parmachan in, Batista out. Oof. And Bowers misfiring again. Batista back in. Oh, nice try by Altidore. Might have been better let that one go and hope it went out, but she hustles. She goes for everything on the court. Angel Batista playing, they call that the libero. That position. Altidore, Healy. Folestall, and that point will go to English. Altidore out, and Irwandi in. She had a nice second game, as did Healy, Ocasio-Lugo. They all played well in that second game. Here's Mandy Healy. Ooh. Tough serve. That's almost unreturnable. Number 30 for Saugus, just in for her first, is Taylor Bogdansky. That time they're able to get to it. Bogdansky. Irwandi calls it. Folestall punches it over. Set right up on the net. Oh, nice. Good hustle there by Irwandi and by Folestall. She went all the way off the court, but couldn't keep it on. Good hustle, though. We're all even at 6. Irwandi. Oof. Once again, if that ball is over your shoulders on the back line, let it go. But the Saugus players, there's no communication back there. Point will go to English. Another real tough serve, hard to return, as Healy had one earlier, and here comes Folestall with a bullet serve right between the front line and the back line. Good return that time. Pamachan, little mishit there. Saugus serving, trailing 7-8. All even at 8. I have to say, Saugus' serving has been more consistent, but they don't have the hard hitters that English has. They get their serves in, but English can always return them. Too close to the net. And Saugus takes a 9-8 lead here. Nicole Stewart serving, their tallest player. They have a big lineup in there. Batista couldn't handle that serve right on the end line. Saugus takes a 2-point lead. Healy calls for it. Irwandi. Pamachan gets lucky there as she mishit it again, but just got it over. Bowers in, Pamachan out. Batista serving. Double hit. On number 3, Prezioso. Good serve. As that time, Batista got a lot of English on the ball. And English takes a one-point lead. Healy, Bowers. Valley a little tentative on that hit. Kind of half hit it, and Angel Batista serves for his 4th point. Once again, he's serving them in good location. He's taken a little off it, and his serves have been very accurate. That's 5 straight points. English leads by 3. That one into the net, and this is Bogdansky. Trail Saugus. Ooh, good return. That time it hit the net up above, and the ball is in play. English could have played that ball if they could have gotten to it. Good get by Batista as he goes to the court. And out. Great play by Angel Batista as he did a belly flop to get to that one. And Teixeira in, replacing Irwandi. 14-12, English. Good serve. Oh, that's point to English as Teixeira earns a point for the Spikers. Ooh. Batista calls for it. Bowers, good block by Saugus. Good call again. Good communication by English as Bowers into the net and crosses the line. As she was going for the block, her momentum carried her across into the net. Point, Saugus. Ocasio-Lugo, no, that's good call that time. As if you're on the back line and that ball's above your shoulders, let it go because it's going to be out. And Batista, I don't know if he made the call himself or somebody called it for him, but heads-up play by Angel. Ocasio-Lugo continues those bullet serves. They are awful hard to return. English up by 4. That one well out by a good 5 or 6 feet. Number 3, Gianna McConey serving. Nope. Didn't reach the net that time. Palmachon in, Batista out. Bowers serving. In. Everybody on Saugus stood there and watched it, and it was in by a good foot. As Bowers throws that ball way up in the air. Once again, good return that time. Might have been 3-4 hits there, I don't know. Follestall. Beautiful location by Marilee Follestall as she placed it right off the sideline. And we have a timeout by Saugus as English with the last 3 points to take a 20-14 lead in this, the third game. English dominated the second one 25-12, and they lead this one 20-14. And with Bowers serving, once again, English playing in control, not trying to do too much. And let's see if Bowers can keep this serve alive as a good timeout by Saugus as their head coach could see this game slipping away here. Bowers tosses that ball way up in the air. Oh, caught as it hit Niles in the face, and then she caught it. That hurts. Bowers tosses it up. That time, a lot of spin on that serve as Bowers with 4 or 5 straight serves. It doesn't look like she's going to be able to get that ball over. It's almost like she's serving in tennis. She throws the ball way up in the air. And that one finally out, but Olivia Bowers with 5 big serves here to bring English to the edge. And it's Saugus serving, trailing 15-22, and they need some points here. Niles serving. Ooh, just off, hit the top of the net and in. Batista, Healy, Follestall. This time, once again, playing under control. That time, she just hit it to a spot on the left sideline. And English 2 points away from a win here. But Mandy Healy with a big miss hit into the net keeps Saugus's hopes alive. Serve is good. This is Irrawandi. Follestall. That's another spike for her. That one to the right, one to the left, and that one deep. And she has a chance to win it here. She's been probably the MVP of this game. And that'll do it as Marilee Follestall serves it out, and English will take the third game 25-17. that game nearly flawless, their best game, probably their best game so far of the match, as they played under control, didn't try to do too much, and it paid off as Folestall with 3 or 4 nice hits. Good serving overall. Olivia Bowers with 4 or 5 straight points. All the girls and Angel Batista playing well that time around. And English with a 2-1 lead here. And see if I see Tyler Kebrew. I wonder if he hasn't been in, he hasn't played at all yet. I wonder if he'll make an appearance. I'm not sure. It's been Batista all the way in the libero position. And for English, lots of heroes this afternoon so far. Mandy Healy with a solid game as setter and some strong serves. Riflin Altidore with all over the court. Angel Batista with his usual solid game. Alexis Irawandi also with a strong game from the setting position. Ocasio Lugo, a hard hitter, hard spiker, hard server. Pretty much contributions from everybody on the court. And English looking to close it out this game as it's best of 5, and they lead 2-1 as Coach Haddad with that Shakespearean stentorian encouragement. He is actually a Shakespearean actor, and you can hear it. The girls are not shy. You can hear their shouts all the way. You probably hear them in the cafeteria downstairs. Nice crowd here tonight for senior night, and they're looking to cheer the Lynn English Spikers to a big win here. I believe this is their final home match of the season, I believe. Ooh, and this is Valley, Samantha Valley, who led Saugus to their win in the first game with some solid serving. That time a little miscommunication by English. Lugo. And Saugus going backwards. Ocasio Lugo hitting it deep, and Saugus couldn't return it. We're all even at 1. Yenlin Chit in. Altidore in. Ocasio Lugo. That time ripped the serve, hit the top of the net. You don't want to get in the way of that serve. And Saugus having trouble returning those, the velocity there, as English with 3 or 4 players that can just hit this, really serve the ball with lots of velocity. That time, right into the net. So Saugus, trailing 2-3, needs to win this to extend this to a 5th and deciding game. This is McCone serving. Good return by Altidore. And that was Jenny Costa, who spiked right back into the net, and Batista serving. Once again, a lot of English and top spin is what I'm looking for. A lot of top spin on that serve. like a forehand in tennis. Ooh, would have been long once again, but nobody helping them out there, as there's been 4 or 5 of those that Saugus has played, and they're just too hard to return. That one, not too much they could do with it, as Angel Batista with 3 straight serves. And English running away with this one, looking to close it out. They lead 7-2. That is called. In tennis, that would be called an ace. Nobody touched it. And I have a feeling Saugus is getting ready for another timeout. If this serve is good, we're probably going to see another timeout. And that's, I believe, 6 straight points by Batista. And they lead 9-2, and Saugus is reeling here. But that one well wide. But Angel giving English a 6-point lead, as Saugus serving trailing 3-9. Ooh. And almost Bogdansky almost went over the, she might have come over the net actually, but they don't call that. Point Saugus. This is Melissa Niles serving that. Good call. I was just about to say that's long, and you heard the English player call it, because the person who's going to return it really can't be looking behind. Someone else needs to call it. Good play by English. Healy. Nice play by Saugus, that time playing it out off the net. Very nice play. Follestall. Great play by Angel. Follestall again. One of the best volleys of the game here. And it stays, keeps it alive. Ooh, hard hit. Great play by Ocasio-Lugo. Pomachan. Neither team willing to give in here. This would be a backbreaker for Saugus. Follestall. And finally, that is the best volley of the game by far. Back and forth, back and forth. And English with a huge point there, and they take an 11-4 lead. Neither team willing to back down. Ooh. It's the difference between these two teams is the serving. Serving and communication. That time, Healy took something off it, played it safe. That's long. And Saugus on the ropes. English looking to finish this one out. Mandy Healy serving. Batista. This is Follestall. The set to Bogdansky. Nice dink. That time Taylor Bogdansky just dinked it over the front line. Very heads up play. 13, 5, 13. Jenny Costa serving. Ooh, nice block by Bogdansky. Beautiful play. One of the best plays of the game by Bogdansky, as she blocked a hard spike, and then Stewart was able to tap it back over, and Saugus stays alive. A miss hit that time, and that'll be Follestall serving. She won this game, the second game, on her serve. Let's see if she can get something going here. Serves out. Saugus hanging in. Stewart serving. And these are, for the first time, Saugus serves are letting them down. They've been very solid. They don't hit hard, but the last couple of serves for Saugus misfiring. And here's Parmesan. Ooh. Tough serve as it hits the strip at the top of the net and squibs over for the point. 16-7. Good set. Ooh. Good play that time by Yenlin Chit as Irwandi with a nice pass to Chit, and she was able to tap it over. Parmesan with a hard serve that time. That time Bogdansky all alone at the net, and she was able to knock it through. Saugus trailing 8-17. Taylor Bogdansky with the serve. Ooh, good play by Chet. She was able, a little sharp here as Yenlin was able to kind of reload and return that ball. Good reflexes. Serve into the net, and English doubles up Saugus 18-9. Irwandi out. Sophia Teixeira in to serve. English 7 points from a deciding win. Teixeira, nice get by Bogdansky. Chit misfires. And this is Valley serving. Altidore in for English. Good return. Whew. Wow, great play. Super hustle by Bogdansky, but they couldn't really, where has she been? All of a sudden she's playing like a superstar. I don't know how she ever got to that bullet from Ocasio-Lugo, who's now serving. Good return. Niles, good play. A little bit. Healy couldn't quite reach it. So trading points here. Saugus is going to need a run to get back into this as Stewart in and Serena Cacciola out. Chet. Nope. And Saugus hanging in there. Trail 12-19. Altidore. Healy. Nice hit by Folestall's been very consistent. First game, not so much, but since then, her spikes have been consistently in. And here's Batista. English leading 20-12. In. As the head ref looked over to the side judge, and it was in. He couldn't see it from that side. Good call by the refs. Good get that time by Bogdansky. Niles. Oh, good play by Healy. In again by Parmesan. As she seems to be hitting as she's coming down, and sometimes that keeps the ball in. Batista. Oh, that's long. Well long by about 10 feet. But English 3 points from the match. And Madison Niles serving. Oh, great play by Parmesan. Great reflexes. Bogdansky. Healy. Folestall, good block. Nice block up front, but point to English. And they need 2. Altidore out, Irrawandi in. Healy looks to serve out the match. One more. Healy, as the crowd begins to sense the anticipation for English. In the net they play it. Healy, Irrawandi, Follestall. Batista, Irrawandi. Follestall spikes for the game and the match. And English with a decisive 3-1 win here. They win it in 3. They lost the first, and then they win it by scores of 25-12, 25-17, and 25-13. And English with a huge win here in front of a big crowd, and the players excited as they shake hands with the sachems and run over to hug each other, to hug the fans, and a big win for Coach Haddad and for the players, as Saugus was game, played hard, but too many weapons for the Lynn English Spikers, and every girl played well for English. Follestall with her spikes, Ocasio-Lugo, Angel Batista, Mandy Healy, Irrawandi, Palmachon, I don't want to leave anyone out, Riflin Altidore. They all contributed. Yenlin Chit, every single player contributing, playing well, and as a team, they started off shaky. They lost the first game, and then they came roaring back, and they just kept getting better and better, and they win this one. They win it in 3-1, and that'll do it for us here at the Kavanaugh Fieldhouse. So, an exciting win for the Lynn English volleyball team on senior night. I'm trying to think who the seniors would be here. I believe, let me ask my camera person here. That's Dustin Wen. He's also my statistician. Do you know which seniors are on this team?
Seniors on the team is Ripley
Altidore.
Angel Batista.
Yenlin Chit.
Mandy Healy.
Pamani Pamachon.
Yeah, and then I think Lugo.
And Ocasio-Lugo probably. We're not.
Sophia too.
And Sophia Teixeira. And Olivia Bauer. So a lot of seniors win a big one on senior night. We might have left a few out because they're not listed on here. I'm relying on Dustin, who's also a senior. But anyway, an exciting game. So for my camera person, Dustin Wen, this is Ken Forspan saying we hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you the next time.